Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Let's get ready to rumble!
man, let me out of this car.
Basement. 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 Basement.
everybody. Somebody give me a sound check. Make sure you can hear me. I'm bad about not having my sound right whenever I do these things by myself. And I hope you can, because I don't know what I could do to fix it anyway. So how is everyone? Jimmy's on vacation this week. All right. Hello, Paul. Jeffrey, thank you, sir. I see only a few people in here. Man, I just came on to do a little quick question answers for you guys. If you guys have any questions, that's about all we're going to do. It's not a lot of fun when you do these by yourself. So I don't mind eating early, right? How goes it, Bobby? How you doing out there? So one thing I wanted to tell everybody is your memberships. Don't be alarmed that you've not gotten an email or anything yet about that. We're just kind of holding it. We got us a new thing getting made, a new spreadsheet getting made, and I want that finished before I start all that. That way we don't have any hiccups whenever it comes time to start putting everything back on the web. Speaking of the web, once we get a few scores, we'll update the top 10s and all that stuff. But I figured we'd just leave them there for a minute. Your world records are on the web also. They'll stay there till next year, till somebody potentially beats your score. So there's that. Everybody's awards should be shipping out this coming up week, I would think. I've almost got my list prepared for sundown. I guess technically it'll be JY, but or for that group anyway. They're going to ship them to you. The first place, the second, thirds are going to come from your judge, so he'll have it at the next show probably. Your judge will probably receive some of them this week or this week and next. So there's that. But we had some hiccups in our sheets to JY. By that I mean, we didn't want them to ship. Some people got multiple awards, and put them in the same box. Don't ship them 5 times. That's 5 times the risk, and one of them's not going to make it. That kind of thing. So we're straighten out stuff like that. So what it do? What are you guys up to, man? I mean, there's literally doesn't look like there's really anybody watching. I really had hoped to answer some questions if anybody had any, but I don't think there's many people to have questions. All you guys are seasoned. I could play you some more videos, but I feel like you'd be bored of that. Jeffrey, how the people doing in North Carolina? How y'all doing? Y'all getting around now? Got any new roads yet? Dan, your and Melissa's live stream looked good last night. By the way, listen, for my judges that are watching to do live streams, see this little ball I got rolling up here? It's like a little thank you for all the people that helped us with finals and stuff and throughout the year. Well, mainly finals, but I uploaded this ball to our Google Drive judges share deal, and you can download it if you like and use it. It's there. Just import it as a source on OBS if that's what you're using. Hey, RJ. Not a whole lot, RJ. We're just taking it easy tonight, man. Yep, just taking it easy. What you doing? What's going to be fun about it? What's going on? Can I wood the glass and still keep the glass in place on the side of my windows, my S10 Blazer? It's a no all. I think I think I saw photos of this. Can I wood the glass, still keeping the glass in place on the side windows? Yeah, you're talking about just covering up your back glass, and I don't see a problem with that. Oh, yeah, trunk or treat in Marion. Yeah, that's cool. Was the new judges score sheets ready? Yeah, they are on there, Jeffrey. If you're not, if I haven't shared that with you, that folder has all the logos you might want to share with people, this or that. But yeah, they're ready. They're there. As a matter of fact, for those of you that, well, never mind. We'll keep that private. But yeah, in that Google Drive, it's there. So Jeffrey, if that is not shared with you, that you know of, send your email to me and message it, and I'll share it to you. A Gmail one, if you have it, makes it a little easier. SQ rule book out yet? Yes, it is out yet. But Richard Popson is who you need to see about that. I'm just kidding. That's his org. It's a SQ org. We don't really have SQ. Our SQ is the Demo Wars, and it's just a walk around outside the vehicle kind of SQ thing. Man, yes, I definitely am. And man, I'm busy, but to come up to the finals y'all having up there this weekend. But yeah, I usually come up at least once a year. Memberships are not updated yet, RJ. They are updated. Like if you pay for it, you're good, and your scores will count. I've just not redid the web yet because we're waiting on a new score sheet. It was supposed to be to me by the time finals happened, then it was supposed to be after, and now it's still yet another week late. So if I don't get something in the next few days, probably we'll just clear off my old spreadsheet and use a new one. Yeah, you would not get a link for this year yet. For the new year, nobody should have a link yet. If you do have a link for this year, you filled out the wrong link. It went to last year because I haven't given it to anybody yet. So not yet, just not yet. It'll count. Actually, one of the things I'm fixing on the old spreadsheet is the member number function didn't work. So that's what we had to redo it to have that fixed. So for instance, we complained to all you guys about the names being different and this and that. That's because our member number function didn't work. So if it works this time when we get it back, if you got the member number, it ought to pull from that instead of your name. Your name can be whatever, but man, don't get schooled up on that just yet, because I'll make sure it works first. We're also working on a website, but that's a little ways down the road. When we have the website, it won't be a problem at all. Good. RJ, you should definitely not have gotten a link. Not yet. So I don't have a score sheet handy, but have you guys, what do you guys think about the classes this year? We only changed a couple of them. We added a couple of extreme things. I think that's about it. RJ, he'll come. Y'all don't worry. And any ones you go to, they'll count. We'll retro it, make sure they count for you points wise. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we have a national team championship. That was Team Flex on them. I'm going to announce the local team championship probably next week. And how you get those points, or how you how you win that, is if you are on a team, every time you compete, you get a number of points. You get 10 points for first, 5 points for second, 3 points for third, and I think a point for just entering. So those points mean nothing to you unless you're on a team. They will mean something later, but right now they just mean they can get you points towards a team. No, the membership simply just allows us to keep track for you, keep track of your points and stuff. That's all. No USB. However, DJ Dirty Bass has Bass Wars USB you can go buy. It's got some music on it if you like. Easier to do our music classes if you like those. Yeah, Team Flex on them won that this time. And so every time you get points, the team gets points, and then it just gets all added up. And that's another function that didn't work, and I had to go and do that manually. So those are the things we're fixing with our new score sheet. Right, Chris? Yep. So there was some confusion with points and stuff. Most orgs go by points that allows you to get to finals. We don't. We just go by number of shows. So when you hear us talk about points, it's really points towards your team to get your team to add up to have to compete in that. Run Demo Wars Saturday. Still got no subs in the car. Yeah. Well, Demo Wars is fun, man. Demo Wars is I like it. I like sound quality. So that's in essence what Demo Wars is outside the vehicle. Pretty awesome class. To me, I really like them. Yeah, I bet you do, Greg. Greg invented the Demo Wars for us, for Bass Wars. Greg brought it in. Greg's the man. When you got questions about Demo Wars, and you ask me, I can go ask Greg. Yeah, well, then you might do well at it. RJ, you might do well at it. I could put this up so the people on the just watching somewhere else would know what we're talking about. Well, we're up to 7 viewers, y'all. That's up from the 3 we had a few minutes ago. It's impressive. Think I'm gonna be eating my hamburger early tonight. Sound quality, right? Yep. So I believe Greg is who I went to when we did. So I know you guys don't remember. I remember, but we have some thin mount sundown subs to give away. I'm going to make that graphic early next week, and so that you guys can see the subs. I showed them to you on here before. We never gave them away. We were going to do it for finals. We got busy. So we got some sundown subs that we're going to be giving away. The way you'll enter for that is to run the lanes, be a member, and we'll draw right here on this live stream. And if you win, you'll get 2 10-inch, I believe they're 10-inch thin mount sundown subs that will be mailed to you. Mm-hmm. And then also, if you're ordering things like decals, which I encourage you to get your decals from the judges, just because I don't know how to change on my store. The shipping is the same for everything, no matter if it's a shirt or what. So the shipping of a decal costs you $10, and that's just way too much. So, but if I change it, then it changes for all the other products too. So I'd encourage you to get your decals from the judges. I'm going to have some new ones printed up here in a day or two, but maybe tomorrow even. But yeah, so when you order things, so Audio Sellers has sent us some things. They got us some of these. So we're going to be giving some of these away too. We'll do some drawings for these, and so they gave us some of these little rubber. I guess bracelets, maybe. I don't know really what they're for, but I think that's what they are. And yeah, so I've been putting these in the orders for the decals or whatever you might have ordered online. So we appreciate them for that. That's pretty cool. Let's see, new tag plates. Paul, we have just purchased 10,000 new tag plates. They're all the images from last year, though. I ran out too quick, didn't have time to make new images. So yeah, so we got 10,000 new plates. Well, I'd say 9,000. We sent 1,000 to Africa. And I've already given away probably 1,000 of them to the judges. So they got them. And if they don't have them, it's because I was too lazy and I forgot to mail them to them. Chris, yeah, those. I seem to get good feedback on them, so I'm going to go have them printed probably tomorrow. Team plates. Tell me what you're talking about. I don't understand. Team plates. I'm open to ideas. That's for sure. I'm open to new award ideas, but you guys just got to understand that I know that you guys get those tag plates, but I don't think you guys really comprehend the cost of these things. You go try to have one made, man. They're expensive. They are. So I'm open to change our awards, but I got to be able to buy them in bulk to make them affordable. If I didn't buy the big number of those tag plates, I couldn't afford them for y'all. We would be doing certificates or something. And don't forget, now we don't get those fees like other orgs do. A lot of them charge a $250 or $500 fee to shut up, to set up and stuff, and we don't do that. So we have to be lean. We have to be cheap. We have to keep our expenses down low. So yeah. Every price I've gotten, if I went to somebody to have a plate made, it's like $40. So I don't have any doubt that wherever you might be, you might have got a $70 quote for a plate. Especially, and most of those are just one side, not both sides. And I got both sides. It costs more to get both sides, but I was like, well, if you get tired of one image, the next time you can get, you got 70 different first place images, I think, that you can choose from. Oh, yeah. Team Wars. Yeah. So, Team Wars is going to be something a little different. That's, man, I'm really excited about something. I haven't really shared it with everybody because I don't really want somebody to take my idea and run with it, but I have found a way to make that Team Wars pretty easily pay $50,000 at a tournament at the end of the year. Pretty easy. But I got to get my judges on board and make them to want to do it, and I hadn't got there yet. Last time, Greg Kelly donated us a 6-7 foot trophy, and they won that. That team won that trophy. So that was pretty awesome. I did fix those sheets. They are in the in that Google Drive folder. If it's not shared with you, just let me know and I'll share it with you. So I like the I like the plaques the best. We were doing those until when COVID happened. The plaques ran out and I had to reach for something to replace them. And so we got that's when we started doing those metal tag plates. But we used to do 2 8x10. We used to do 8x10 plaques for every award, full color, just like some of the ones you see me now. But now the blanks have gone to, they quadrupled what they used to be. The blank plaques, I mean. And I don't know if you guys saw the flex on them plaque that I made them. I'll see if I can bring it in somehow, show it to you. Let's see, image, browse, Base Wars, awards, where are you? Awards, 2024. Oh yeah. Nope. Yep. Version 8. Okay, let's see here. I'll probably have to resize this. So all right. Have you guys got me back? You got some sound? I don't know what happened. Do not know. Let me see here. Let me shrink this up a little bit. You guys hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, man, my bad. I don't know what happened. I reset that program and it came back doing the same exact thing. But anyway, yeah, this is the plaque I made. I mailed it out today, or I'd show you guys. But I made them that plaque and sent it to them, mailed it out today to Shannon Boone. So that's pretty cool. That's their plaque. It's an 11 by 14 plaque. We have a trophy, but there's a team in Louisiana wouldn't give the trophy back. So we tried for a long time to get it back. We had to do something. Team Flatlands won it last year, and they never got anything because I was trying to get that trophy back, and they went a whole year, didn't get it. So I really need to make them something and give them, something for that. But yeah, that was what I made Team Flex on them. So there's that. Yeah, that's kind of what that is, man. So every member, when any member of a team competes, they get points, and those points go to those teams. So that's kind of what it turns out to be. Hey, Paul. Hey, Dan. How it go, man? Got the hustler in the house, Dan Current. You guys have any other ideas? I like ideas. I love ideas. We're open to them. Would love to have some. Yeah, man, that's the way work goes, man. I understand. Way too much. I've been guilty of working too much too, with some of it with baseball, some of it with other stuff. But man, it keeps you from being able to be creative. I bought something downstairs. I don't know, 2 months ago, I guess, and I have yet to be able to get out there and turn a wrench on that thing. A build. So it's a Jeep. It's going to go to like Jeep and truck shows and try to get new people in, into our sport. I hope it'll work. I don't know if it will or not. I'll prepare something and show you guys some pictures. But but I haven't had time. Of course, I said I wasn't going to touch it till after finals anyway. That's only been a couple weeks. But the idea is to send that thing to Jeep and truck shows. Got some different people that'll take it for me, so I don't have to go to all of them. We'll wrap it Base Wars. I offered to the other orgs also, if they were interested, if we'd put their logo on there too, if they wanted to help with the cost, Let's see. Mecca said they may. Travis with Iasca, he says, let him know. You know how it is when you never know till you find out how much it is. Hey, it's going to cost this much. Do you want to be a part? But so far it's just Base Wars. But yeah, man, get that Buick ready because I'm ready. I wouldn't mind just riding it around, man. Yeah, you probably do like me, Greg. You probably spending too much time working on everybody else's stuff instead of yours. I'm not doing that, but I'm working on these videos and just Base War stuff, some insurance stuff, all this other stuff. We all got to work. Yeah, man, your buddy was going to buy them for $1,000 a piece. I cut him a $500 break on them. This Jeep's got 6 hippos in it. And I'm probably not going to use them, but So that's why we're talking about selling those. I do not know for sure, but I think probably around $3,000, $3,500. Yay! Tell you funny. If you look in my phone right now, let me see if I can find it. Guy named Mike that Greg knows. He gave me Greg's number at some point in time for something. I don't remember what. And he shared the contact with me. And so let me show you. So since he shared that contact with me, look, I want to show you. Let me clean this off. See if you can see this. I'll mess up my camera. I know. Right there, see where it says My Hero? Yeah, that's what Mike Flanagan had saved in his phone. And when he shared that comment, so when I looked, I was like, what My Hero? What is that? Anyway, that's what that was. Yeah, so funny that you mentioned the hero thing. So engraved metal cups, that would be for what exactly? I'm down. So what you guys may or may not realize about our tag plates is that trophies for what though? Hey, Brad. Trophies for what? So I want to show you something. So bear with me just 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you something. Okay, so hey Wes. So what you guys probably don't realize is that so we use the plates and the judges, I provide the plates to our judges and then I ship them to them and then they ship them, they bring them with them in their vehicles to the shows. So you can imagine, all right, we have, let's just say 60 classes. I think we have 55. Let's say 55 classes. Well, that's a lot the cups and the trophies would take up a lot of space, right? So, but check this out. This right here, this is about 75 plates. So when you're talking about me shipping to them and them bringing them to the shows, and some of them have little cars. So, man, this is really nice for them and me as far as shipping them. I can ship them 200 in a flat rate box. And so all those things kind of factor into the awards that we use. So if we were to say step to trophies, which I personally hate, or anything that's 3D, like, a lot of people starting to do 3D. I'll just print 3D stuff on the 3D printer. If we were to switch to anything like that, the cost would be phenomenal. When I first started, when Jimmy Pittman came on, even back then, to send him one set of plaques for one show. Now, granted, he didn't use them all, but you got to have them there just in case. It cost me $160 to send him all those plaques to him. And that was back then. So there's no telling what it would be right now. So though you guys might be getting a little tired of them, a lot of you aren't. A lot of people say you like them. They store easy. You can
sorry to hear that.
Put them in
Someone might help.
folders.
You can reach out to a friend or family member, or you can find help online at NAMI.org.
I don't know what NAMI.org is, but my watch has apparently been listening to me. Wants me to get some psychological help. Right. But yeah, so there's a lot that goes into these before they get to you. And so there's a lot of things other than just what the competitor might like that has to be factored in. So if we had to go to something that was bigger, man, the monumental cost to ship, because they all come from me, would cost a fortune. And let's not forget, the judges all have jobs. Most of them have jobs, so they don't have the time or to be sourcing awards. So this is what we do. And this is what works for us, But I promise you, there's just a lot more. It ain't just us saying, hey, you know what? We're only going to give this award or whatnot, Yeah, man, them things get heavy. They sure do. I tell you what, I brought Richard. I went to the IASCA finals, and Richard was judging the sound quality there for Emma, I think. And I brought him 7 little bundles like this. There was 350 plates, and they were, it weighed over 50 pounds. Weighed over 50 pounds. And they cost a lot to ship from China. If I get them on the airplane, it costs a fortune. Costs as much as the plate. The shipping costs as much or more than the plate. Right. Yeah. So there's a lot that goes into the awards. It's other awards. Their judges source their awards. So the judges, they just do it one show at a time. But I have to do it. We did almost 300 shows last year, so I have to do it for a lot of shows. So you got to watch our pennies too. Yeah. And I keep my eye out. If I see something different that I think we can order in bulk and make affordable, then, we're open to change. I don't know what. And it's really funny too, is I sometimes see people throwing shade at us about our tag plates. They just, and there was a guy recently that did it, and I'm like, well, let me just go look. So I went and stalked that guy's Facebook page, and guess what he was proud to get just a couple weeks earlier after throwing the shade at us. He was proud to get a tag plate from another show. Right. But he wanted to throw shade at us and for our tag plates, but he was totally happy to get them from another show. Bragged about them online. So you guys know I'd made these towels. So look at this. This Jeep. I don't know if you can see that Jeep. That's what I got sitting outside. Yeah, you can't see because of the green screen. But anyway, I was just playing with towels. Thinking about me. I thought about these for an award, something you could use, but I thought, they would string me up if I gave them a little towel for an award. Of course, I thought you guys would string me up for these too, but when we first come out with them, we just got raves. But everybody loved them, the metal ones for sure. So who knows. Well, that is awesome. I haven't seen many installed on the vehicles, but I have seen them in builds where people put their awards in builds. Man, I wish I had, I'll never find it. Jimmy Pittman sent me a photo. Let me just do it this way. See if I can show you this. This is Isaac's truck, I believe. Isaac, he made the second and third place awards for us this year. But so you remember the awards that I gave last year was that plate that had the decal on it, and you had to pick your picture and all that stuff. Look at this guy put this on his build. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm trying, but that's in the back of his truck, and that's those plates that I made him. He put them in his build, so that was pretty cool. That's Isaac Scritchfield. He made those the second and third place awards that you guys are going to be getting for us. And let me mention this too, since I don't have, and the reason they're not there is because I don't have their logo. So Team GP sponsored some of the second, third place awards also, but we just have not got their logo here. I'll put it on here also. We just don't have it yet. So yeah. So Odie, I wasn't just being overly generous with that. What happened is I gave the guy that printed those for me the size of the board, and he printed it exactly that size. And I was like, oh man, I'll never get these lined up right. So I had to have him reprint them bigger, a little bit bigger. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna do it all this year. So I just gave them to you guys. Yep. And believe it or not, those awards probably cost more than the ones this year. Sure thing, man. Sure thing. Yep. Yeah, these float tiles, I literally considered doing a bunch of these. As a matter of fact, recently got me a price on having some of these made for awards. But man, I don't care much about it. I don't care what the award is. But I got a feeling if I tried to do float tiles for an award, so I would love it because shipping would be easy. It would probably be cheaper to ship. We would be thrown under the bus for float tiles as awards. Yeah, that's what I do. I should just make some of these for sale. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys are in the what state? Kentucky area, but Chuck Wilcox is going to be a judge for us in Kentucky now. So we're going to have Kentucky covered. He lives just outside of Lexington, Kentucky, which he tells me is the center of the state. So he'll be able to go to all sides of Kentucky, I think, pretty easily. Well, I say easily, within a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours, he told me. So we're excited about that. We'll have Chuck. I'm going to carry him a 10 up there in the next week or two, I hope. And get him going. Yeah, I like the plates too, Wes. They're easy. They're easy and they ship well. I don't know if you guys look back, these are like an eighth of an inch smaller than what they used to be. That's so I could fit 2 stacks in that flat rate box. Right? Yep. We're excited to have him come on. And I feel bad, man. I talked with him. He'd sent me a message about being a judge there in Kentucky. And I'm sure I meant to give it some attention. But when he sent me a message about something else recently, and I had I saw that old message. I don't even know how old it was, but it was old. And I felt guilty because I had not responded to him. Let me see. Yeah, looks like it was probably a year earlier. Yeah, a whole year earlier. And I had not, or 6 months or so, and I had not responded to him. I felt bad. I try to respond to everybody sometimes, and I'm sure I probably saw that and was like, okay, I'm going to get back to him. And then I never did. Never went back to those messages. You guys ever really need something important wise, best to call me at 601-953-6504. The messages I'm having a hard time keeping up with, even your text message, send me a text message. If I get to it, if I see it right now, okay. If not, it's 50 deep and I don't see it. I think I clear this out. Now, a lot of this is spam stuff, but like right now, I didn't clear it today. So probably in 2 days, there's 800. Wow. Yeah, you can't even say it. There's 861 text messages. I can't keep up with them. If I see it, I respond to you, but if not, it's just best to call. Leave me a voicemail if I don't answer, which often I don't, because there's I got other business too, so it's not like it's just Base Wars. But in the last couple of days, there's 300 calls that I didn't get to, 286. So I ain't just dodging you. I just can't get them all. But anyway, should you really need something, 601-953-6504. It's the best way to get me in WhatsApp. I know in a lot of countries, or for us in America, nobody really uses WhatsApp. And I thought most of it was scam artists and stuff. But so WhatsApp is for other countries where they're small countries, and you go back and forth to those countries. You still have to pay international rates. So they use WhatsApp like crazy. So, oh man, yeah, well, come on anytime. Yeah, come on anytime. Yeah. I figured we would already be finished. I knew people had some concerns about the memberships, and I wanted to give them a little comfort as far as that goes, to let you know, hey, you're not alone. We're just not processing them yet because I didn't want to do it before we get our new spreadsheet. But yeah, so no problem if you don't have membership. So I was really just going to address a few questions like that. But yeah, so what's good about WhatsApp? I don't know how it works, but I think you use your phone number, and it's like a phone. It's like a burner phone or whatever. And it don't use, like, you can call me on WhatsApp from another country, and it don't charge you. Chris Gordon. I think we need to have Chris on here. I'd like to go through the innards of an amplifier with somebody on here, so the competitors would have a better understanding of why their amp fries, and they might reconsider with that 0.08, ohm voice coil, right? That they wire down to 0.004, right? So they could maybe understand what the windings on the toroid in a transformer of the amplifier, so they'd understand how it amplifies. I know, Chris, I know you probably know all that, and I know it too, but I don't have the validity that you do. Nobody, I don't have nobody knows me like that, but they know you, so you could probably help educate everybody. That would be awesome. Actually, I have something right here close. Bear with me. I'm going to get something, show you something. This is pretty cool. If I can find it. So, back in the day, we had these US amplifiers, and the rail voltage on those was a little different than some of the amps that you guys have now. Lots of things different about the amps now. You guys kind of lucky in that regard. But power comes into an amplifier voltage. It gets stepped up through a transformer and through a power supply, and it steps up to your rail voltage, or kind of close to that. So what we did back in the day is this is a 63 volt capacitor, which wouldn't do you guys probably much good now. But back in the day, we would come out of that power supply, out of the amplifier, into these, and then back into the amplifier, into where the output chips were. So we never run out of juice. Our stuff sounded good the whole time, right? But you guys don't do this kind of thing anymore. Really not sure why, but it was a cool little trick back in the 90s. But Chris could explain all that to us better than I could. Yeah, man. Yeah, it is. See, back then we didn't have Class D. It has come a long way. So you guys have switching transistors in these Class D, and they switch fast. But back in the day, they didn't switch that fast, and so we couldn't use Class D. It just sounded terrible. So we had to use Class AB, which takes more power, which is why we got the help from these, right? So anyway, anybody wants, I don't know, I got about 100 of them downstairs. I'm not going to use. I hate to throw away because they're expensive, but probably won't ever use them. And I think the rail voltage now for a lot of you guys is 90, 80 and 90 volts. So it wouldn't do any good. I'm not really sure. I assure you we will have it taken care of in a couple of weeks because honestly, we got just too many memberships to not get on it. I'm worried about getting behind, but let me see here. It's going to pull up. I think we have probably, I think we probably have 80 to 100 memberships that we got to process. And I'm really just kind of tired of waiting on my new spreadsheet. I want it for all those other functions to work, like I told you, but we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something soon. So within a week or two, you will have the links and you will have the member numbers. You'll have your same member number if you had one last year, but you'll have it soon. You'll have it soon. Because I just can't wait forever on the guy. I mean, I want those new functions to work, but if I have to just use the old spreadsheet and then copy everything over to there, I will. From the start, I thought any day now I'll get that spreadsheet. It was supposed to be ready at finals. It's not. And then it's a week. Then it's another week. Now it's another week. So, but I'm getting tired of waiting. So we got to make a move. So within a week or two, you'll have it. You'll have an email. And if you guys are going to shows, you'll have the same number that you had last year. I toyed with the idea of changing them, but I decided not to. So. Well, I wonder, did you come to finals? Did you ever get a member number at all in any way? And it depends on where you bought it too. So like if you pay for it, the judge will send you a link, right? If you didn't get a link from your judge, then you didn't really get one. I mean, you never really had membership. So if you buy it online, I do it here and I send that email out. If you buy it from a judge, they probably just text or forward you or whatever the link that you need to fill out. But I haven't given a link to anybody this year. So if you fill them out this year right now, you'll be filling out on last year's. So don't do that. Wait until I have the new link. And I'll announce it on this podcast in the next week or so. And we'll get going with it. So, so Paul, I've been thinking about this hard because there's a guy in Africa that he bought 2 memberships because he has two vehicles, and I don't want to take your money times 2. I just don't want to do that. So, but we got to decide if we're going to track the person or the vehicle. It getting hairy, so I'm not really sure. I don't have a for sure what I'm going to do about that just yet. I know this. I don't really want you to have to pay me twice. And I just don't like that. I get it that it might be that way to have to create 2 numbers, but I really don't want to attach a member number to a car. I really want it to be to the person. Once we go to a website as opposed to a spreadsheet, that's probably something that we could code in, which to say choose a vehicle kind of thing whenever you compete. But I don't know. I don't know about that, Paul. I haven't figured that out yet, to be honest with you. I'm trying to find a way to not have to charge you twice and not have to have you have 2 member numbers or 3 or however many vehicles you might have, So, because I take the member number, and sometimes it goes the membership money, and sometimes it goes towards plates, or sometimes I was going to do a member card this year, and that machine I want's about $8,000. So, not sure I'll do that now this year. So I'm thinking I'll put all this money towards the website. Not sure, man. I don't know if you guys ever run a business like this, but there's never any clear answers of what you should do. You just kind of just decide to do something and go with it. It might be wrong, and you'll know if it's wrong later, but you don't know until you just there's nobody gonna tell you what to do. You just kind of go with your gut and do it. So right now I'm thinking I should probably throw that money at a website, just because we're getting big enough now to where we really need it, And I know that you can get a cheaper website. I personally have lost 10 grand on websites so far, but I've hooked up with somebody now. I think he's going to do do us a website. He's not accepted the project yet, but it's a very, very involved website. It's not like all the other orgs. It's not like those. It's different. And I can't tell you what's different yet because it just wouldn't be prudent for me to do that. But but it's expensive. But we're getting started on it. So I think it's probably best if I put the money there. So I really want to do the cards, membership cards. I really just want to do that. So now here's the problem. To ship to other countries is expensive, even if it's a little card. That's one thing. 2, man, most people don't keep up with nothing. So it would almost be better to have something in your phone, like an image, showing your member number, So Richard, I definitely won't take credit for this. It's Richard's idea. Richard out in California runs a sound quality org. And he mentioned he's going to try and do something to where you can have it in, say, your Apple Wallet or Google Wallet. And I don't know how to do that, but I'm looking at that now for member cards. Is it better or not? I don't know. QR code for each one, that might be tough. But so anyway, those are the factors we're thinking about that. Could be a digital card, and you guys might like that better. You could just store it on. Everybody's got a phone nowadays for the most part. You can just store it right there. I have that. Yeah, I have that. I do have a Planet Fitness card. It's got a QR code on it. And that's why I wanted to do the member cards, so that you could just walk up and scan that judges bit scan that and it populate your stuff. And that's kind of one way our website is going. But still, you'd have to have the card. And what if you forgot it or this or that? But most people always have a digital whatever. They always got their phone. So if it was an image in some way, that might just be better. And if we're going to wind up going to something digital in 2 or 3 years anyway, because that's the way life goes, then why spend $8,000 on a machine and make cards be outdated in no time? Now, you can get a cheaper card maker. You can. But the one I want would code like chips, like credit cards and stuff, which would have value to you guys when we have an online store. Later, it would be valuable to you. For us, that is. Yep. Yep, I sure did. Yeah. And you got to be careful about telling people your ideas, man. They take them from you. Yeah. Man, I kept thinking this growth is going to slow down, and it will. It's probably starting to slow now. But we picked up 2,000 runs this year compared to last year. I was really surprised about that. We picked up I ain't exactly sure, but I think about 100, 150 more members, which was a lot more than I thought. And then we picked up a few runs at finals. Our finals didn't really grow this year. We had 10 runs more this year than we did last year. I was kind of surprised. So there's that. So are we finished growing? I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe we'll finish growing fast, because there for a few years it was so fast I couldn't keep up. There was one year I ordered these tag plates, and after I took possession of them, I shipped them all out, and I needed to order more. I was out immediately, like within a couple of weeks. That was bad. That's the reason I ordered so many this time. Well, all right, y'all. I feel like I'm just rambling for you guys now. If you guys don't have any questions, I guess we can knock out for tonight. I'm open to anything you got. You got some suggestions? You got some questions? I'm here for you. But don't want to keep you bored either. So always open to ideas. Love hearing them. Even if I nod my head and don't say much, that don't mean I didn't listen or didn't pay attention or thought it was stupid. It probably means I filed it in the back of my head and I'll be thinking about it on the drive home, kind of deal. You know. So always open for ideas, man. I will tell you this. Let me share this with you right quick. So in light of the ring fiasco we had this year, I have ordered some rings already. I'm going to, we're either going to do rings or belts next year for finals. So I've got some samples of rings here, and so I'm going to show them all to you. I'll try. I know the camera's not all that. Yeah, Jason, you can. And if not, just reach out to me. Whenever you fill out your new one, you just put that address, that one on there, and you'll be good. So, so here are, I'm going to show you 4 rings. This one, some of you may recognize. This is a ring from, I know this is going to be terrible. This is a Mecca 2021 ring. So, and I've gotten the cost of that. It is equal. So what they tell me to this one, these are all different costs, and I can't see not one thing difference as far as the quality. these are all samples I've gotten in. And I know you can't really see, man, my bad. But so these are considerations. And then this one, what's really odd is those all range $30 to $75, right? This one, not much different than those. It's a different color, but that's just a choice, you know. And then this one's like $5. So I would feel guilty giving away a $5 something for finals. But if that's what you guys want, you know, yeah, I'll take the money and run. But but anyway. And then, so Greg Kelly, get another something. Greg Kelly let me borrow one of his belts. I reached out to these guys today. I had not got a call back. So I don't know how much these are yet. You guys may have seen them. I've seen some belts before, but this is the nicest belt I've seen. And this comes from NSPL, right? And I don't know if you can see how thick those metal things are on there. This is a nice belt, and it's heavy, and it's got like this carpet-like padding in the back. This is a nice belt. These guys, I know what they do is they get sponsors for each class, and that's how they afford these. I don't know what these cost, but so I'm looking into these and trying to buy these in bulk. That would cost a fortune, but that's what we're going to try to do. So we're thinking, and this was Greg's idea, not mine, so I can't claim it. But Greg thinks we should flip-flop 1 year rings, 1 year belts. I'm down with that, you know. Just got to order enough of those belts to make them affordable, you know. Don't really want to go up anymore on the price for your finals, because I feel like when we go up on the price in finals, you know, it cuts down on our attendance, you know. And you guys, most of you probably don't know me so well, but I'm more interested in just building the culture and having you at our shows than I am taking your money, you know. That's the goal. So if this is what if going up on the rate is what it takes for us to have those, I will just go back to fabricating them myself, you know. Our awards, that is, you know. But like I said, the rings are doable, but I just feel guilty. You know, I don't know. I guess, and I don't see any difference in all of them. I'm looking at, you guys are just looking at them on the screen, but I'm looking at them in person, and I can't see a difference between a $3 ring and a $70 ring. So anyway, so that's what we're looking at finals next year. I wanted to do, if we do rings, I wanted to do first, second, third, and everybody says, nope, don't do that. So I don't know what we'll do for second, third. That's still a whole nother deal. Yeah, those belts are really nice, man. They're really nice. I don't know what they cost them. They didn't call me back yet, but they're really nice. Well, all right, you guys. I say we call it a night. Y'all wearing me out. Let's see. Today is Thursday, so I guess you guys will be seeing Brandon next Monday on his live. Yeah, it's not cheap. That's why I got to get them in bulk, or I can't do it. When you have, you know, a $75 entry fee and no sponsors for them, You got to be careful. And I'm not waiting. I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Like I'm fixing to order those rings within the next couple of weeks. So we'll probably doing them without sponsors unless somebody wants to step up quickly, you know. But I'm just not going to wait. Not going to wait on them. We're just going to order them. So if you guys know of anybody that would like to sponsor those rings, they got just a short amount of time. Tell them to reach out to us. We'd love to have a sponsor for them. But otherwise, we're just going to make them. All right. Well, cool. Well, you guys have a good night. Let me find my little exit video. I bet I know Jimmy got a bunch of them on here. And we will see you guys next week if I can find this little video. He likes to play this one. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope I've answered your questions. And I will see you guys next week. Now, if I can find my video. There you go.